was going to say. Anyway, no, that's fine. I like to stand. Well, thank you, first of all, everyone, for coming out today. This is really a tremendous turnout, and it's really nice to see that the people in the community are really concerned about this issue, and their hearts are in the right place. I'd like to take a moment just to thank a person who called me, and he said, Ted, we have Serve Weekend, and, we do that, and all the churches get together and serve, and Jim Ortiz does Serve Weekend. And he says, we should do something more than that, maybe more than once a year. And he saw the homeless numbers. And Drew called and he says, Ted, do you think we can get the community together? So I just want to give a round of applause to Drew.
And my wife.
And most importantly, my wife, Allison, because she really takes the brunt of this, trust me.
I'd like to invite someone up right now very briefly, and as you may know, I have retired from First Day, but I have been chosen as the interim executive director, and I would just like to introduce the new executive director for First Day, Irene Murrow.
Good afternoon. I just want to say I haven't officially started yet, but I am so excited. I want to go to Ted's office on Monday morning and begin working. Very powerful dialogue, very excited and inspired to see so many people come together on a very important issue. So with that, I will turn this back to Ted, and thank you for the warm welcome.
We also have a lot of people here I think you want to connect with, so even though it ends at 2, make sure to stick around and network with people, because it's a good time to make those connections. And to do that, just a little bit about First Day. Some of you may not know is that we have a prevention center, and thanks to Whittier Community Church, who gives us some donations, we're able to help people to prevent from becoming homeless. And this is one thing that's not in the system now, but if we can keep people from becoming homeless, we don't have to say, as someone said, when we started, ship them downtown, so they can go downtown to die. But I think prevention is something that hasn't developed yet, and I think that's something to think about, and something the churches can do and other people can do is how do we keep people in their apartments before they have to fall through the cracks. So we have a prevention services there. We have supportive services in case anybody wants to come out from 8 till noon. If they don't, especially if they don't have an ID, we provide IDs for them, and you cannot access homeless services without an ID and some of the basic things. We have a recovery from homelessness program. I'm very proud of that. There's 45 beds, and unlike other years, the summer we're full this year in the summertime. So that's another indicator. So we have a waiting list, and so I wish we had more of First Day to be able to help. It's out there in some of the beds, but anyhow, come down, speak to the residents. I was going to say, come down and meet us and take a tour. We like doing that. We also have Newland, and Newland is a permanent supportive housing. We have 3 families there, and we had a gentleman who got burnt in a fire and lost his arms and his legs, and he was living in a garage in Whittier, and his little petite wife used to have to lift him up to bathe him. And he's a very proud man who had 4 daughters. Beautiful daughters, and he was just crushed that he couldn't take care of his kids. And they're thriving now. The kids are in school and doing really well in Whittier. So that's one of the services, and really want to talk about the clinic. Has been great for us. You just heard about that and about outreach. I just want to mention that that card that you have that he showed you is very important because if you go down to Avalon and you see a homeless buffalo, or whatever, a homeless person, this goes through 28 cities, that one number. So share it with your friends in other cities, even if you're not from here, but any of these 28 cities, it's a unified number. I want to really thank PATH, because First Day could never get resources on our own. And the fact that we're leveraging, and PATH has been able to come in, and I just want to compliment them. They came in not to tell Whittier what to do. They came in here to how can we support Whittier to help develop a system. And right now we have a great system. But like you heard, a few people that we have? I mean, we have Montebello, Pico Rivera, Santa Fe Springs, La Mirada, unincorporated Whittier, 4 people, one of which is housing. So we're light. What we need is the community as eyes and ears on the ground, and to be partner with us and to really spread the word. But thank you, because we're getting services we have never been able to get before. Thank you.
Vanessa, sit down.